Close your eyes and picture this. The Ganges River at sunrise. The mist clings low to the water. Temple bells echo across the ghats, and thousands of pilgrims descend the stone steps to bathe in the sacred current. This is not simply a city by a river. It is the cosmos made tangible, the eternal order of the universe expressed in brick, stone, and ritual. This is Varanasi, one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities.
But to understand how Hindu cities like this exist and why they look the way they do, we have to travel deep into the past, into mythology, cosmology, and the very foundation of how Hindus imagine space and time. Before there were temples, before there were ghats, before there was even Hinduism as we call it today, there were cities of the Indus Valley.
Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, great planned with wells, drains, and granaries built nearly 5,000 years ago. We still don't know exactly what gods these people worshipped, but the seeds of later Hindu ideas were already sprouting. A seal showing a horned figure in yogic posture, a reverence for flowing water, ritual bathing, even the centrality of fire altars. These cities whispered of a worldview that would in time blossom into Hindu cosmos. Fast forward to the Vedic period around 1500 BCE, the sacred texts, the Rig Veda, the Atharva Veda, do not speak of cities the way we think of them. Instead, they speak of the universe as a sacrifice, as a ritual ground. Space itself was sacred. The yajna, the fire altars, was a microcosm of the cosmos.
And from this, Hindu urbanism absorbs its most important lesson, that human settlements should reflect cosmic order. The city was not just for people, it was for the gods, for Dharma, for balance. If you want to know what made Hindu cities unique, you have to meet Vastu Shastra, the science of architecture.
Think of it as Hindu feng shui, but much older, more elaborate, and more cosmic. According to Vastu, the world is a living organism filled with energy flows. Every building, every street, every temple must align with the cosmic directions, the five elements, and the mandala, the sacred diagram of the universe. Picture the Vastu Purusha mandala, a square grid, often 64 or 81 cells, with a cosmic being lying across it. His head to the northeast, his feet to the southwest. The gods occupy different cells of his body. When you design a city, you are literally laying out space on the body of the cosmos. Streets, gates, temples, all fall into place according to this divine blueprint.
Hindu cities were not just planned, they were consecrated, breathed into life by aligning them with the eternal rhythms of the universe. At the heart of every Hindu city lies a temple. But a temple is not simply a place of worship, it is a mountain, a mandala, and a cosmos all at once.
Imagine walking into one. The outer walls are square, the earth stable, grounded. The spire or shikara rises like Mount Meru, the axis of the universe. The inner sanctum, the Garbhagriha, is a womb, small and dark, holding the divine presence. As you circumambulate the temple, moving clockwise, you are mirroring the rotation of the heavens. The temple is the universe, and the city that surrounds it orbits this cosmic core. Cities like Madurai in Tamil Nadu grew around great temple complexes like the Meenakshi temple, its towering gopurams covered in a riot of carved deities. Bhubaneswar in Odisha was once called the city of 1,000 temples. Varanasi's entire street networks radius from the Kashi Vishwanath temple.
To live in such a city was not just to be a citizen, it was to be a participant in the cosmic order. Hindu cities were never only about buildings, they were also about rivers, tanks, wells, and ghats.
Water is sacred in Hinduism. It purifies, it sustains, it connects earth to heaven. That's why cities like Varanasi sit on the Ganges, why Ujjain lies on Shivra, and why Pushkar was built around the holy lake. The ghats, long flights of steps down to the water, are not just infrastructure. They are thresholds between this world and the divine. Every sunrise bath, every cremation fire on the riverbank is an act of cosmic alignment. Picture this. At Haridwar, during the Kumbh Mela, millions gather to bathe in the Ganges, believing the act frees them from the cycle of rebirth. The city itself bends and strains to hold this cosmic event. Streets overflow with pilgrims. Markets bloom overnight. Entire tent cities spring up.
It's urbanism as ritual, urbanism as collective salvation. Now let's scale up. Temples made cities, but kings made capitals.
Take Vijayanagara in southern India, a city so vast and magnificent that 16th century visitors compared it to Rome. At its core stood the Virupaksha temple, but around it stretched bazaars, palaces, waterworks, and gardens. The city's walls followed the curves of the surrounding hills, blending natural and sacred geography. Or Angkor Wat in Cambodia, technically Hindu at first, later Buddhist, where the entire city was designed as a mandala. Moats symbolize the cosmic ocean, walls the mountain ranges, the temple at the center Mount Meru itself.
Imagine looking at it from the sky. It is not just urban design, it is theology in stone. But let's step down from the cosmic scale for a moment. What did it feel like to live in a Hindu city?
Imagine waking at dawn to the sound of conch shells from the temple. You join your neighbors to walk in procession around the temple precinct, but of course clockwise. Always clockwise. Later, you pass through bazaars arranged in concentric order. Jewelers, spice sellers, weavers, each corner linked to caste and trade. Wells at the street corners ensure water. The city is noisy, colorful, and fragrant with incense and curry. But at its core, always is ritual. The rhythm of daily life mirrors the rhythm of the gods. Even the streets become processional passes for festivals, where images of deities are paraded in chariots taller than houses.
The whole city transforms into a theater of the cosmos. And before we go further, if you're finding this journey into sacred cities fascinating, take a moment to like and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow and lets us keep diving deeper into the stories of how humanity has built its cities. Alright, let's get back to our travels. Let's return to Varanasi.
Known also as Kashi, the city of light. Legend says it was founded by Shiva himself, outside the normal laws of time. To die here is to achieve moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. No wonder millions come each year to live, to pray, to die. The city's maze of alleys, its endless ghats, its unbroken ritual life make it perhaps the purest example of a Hindu city. Picture the Manikarnika Ghat at night, funeral pyres burning endlessly, ashes carried into the Ganges, sparks flying upward into the dark.
Here, life and death, city and cosmos merge into one eternal order. Of course, Hindu cities are not ancient relics.
In modern India, temple towns like Tirupati draw tens of millions of pilgrims, outnumbering the annual visitors to Mecca or the Vatican. Entire urban economies revolve around managing pilgrims' flows, building accommodation, regulating sacred traffic. Cities like Ayodhya are being remade as a modern religious capitals with massive new temple complexes rising. Even diaspora communities recreate sacred geographies abroad. Temples in London, New Jersey, Singapore, miniature cosmoses transplanted into foreign soil.
Hindu urbanism is alive, adaptive, global. So what does all this tell us?
A Hindu city is not just a collection of buildings. It is a cosmic diagram, a place where Dharma is practiced through space itself. Its streets are mandalas, its temples are mountains, its waters are rivers of eternity. In Hindu thought, time is cyclical. The universe is endlessly destroyed and reborn. Hindu cities embody this. They are ancient and modern at once, timeless yet changing, decaying and rebuilding, like Varanasi, crumbling yet eternal.
If you enjoyed this journey into the Hindu cosmos made cities, don't forget to subscribe. In this series, we're traveling through the great religious urban traditions of the world. Next time, we'll journey into Buddhist cities, where enlightenment and urban design intervene. Until then, remember, every street is a story, and every city is a mirror of the universe.